Oh boy, there's a lot going on in October. But before you get all anxious about it, it does end on a pretty positive note, one that is uplifting and hopeful. So let's go through it. Hi there, beautiful souls. I'm Michèle Duquet. Welcome to my channel, Soulful and Unplugged. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. What I do is I tap into the energetic realms, but it's kind of like channeling, but I don't go into any kind of trance. It's just a automatic connection that I have to the energetic realms because of this extraordinary time that I had as a kid from the age of 8 to 10, where I had out of body experiences every night, and guides would meet me and teach me about the multiverse and the multi-level energetic world. So I kind of stayed connected to the energetic realm in a profound way, but it's not woo-woo. It's not something strange. It's just something natural that I do. Welcome to the October 2024 energy update. So I got quite a few things, and I will put chapters down at the bottom. You just click, I'll put titles and you'll click onto whatever you're most interested in. So there are 5 points that came up. 1, everybody is holding their breath. It sounds worse than it is. It's not that bad. Bombshell revelations. 2. 3, disruptions, feeling like nothing's working, tempers flaring, lack of self-control with anger. It's all good. As you'll see towards the end, you'll see that things are happening for a reason, and it's all good. And 4, tiredness turns to calm and peace. And I'll go further into that when we get to it. So first, everybody is holding their breath. So there's been a lot of changing energies, like I've been talking about since July, August, September, changing, so many changes. And it is the energy of change that is propelling all of this forward. But we've been so busy moving forward, going forward, changing, that something happens in October where we're like waiting for the penny to drop, like waiting to exhale, holding our breath, going, okay, what's going to happen? Something's going to happen. What this does, it creates an energetic tension globally and personally, where instead of being in the moment, we're in the what ifs. And if we can go back to just being present in the moment, in the now, you'll know that right now, everything's okay. Right now, everything is fine. Taking a deep breath within the now. That's really going to help. Because I think what's going on is that everybody is sensing that something is about to happen, but they don't know what it is. And what I am sensing that's about to happen is a big truth. I've been saying that since July, talking about this big truth that's going to come out. And number 2, they talk about bombshell revelations. Here's where it's really interesting for you, for your own life, for your individual, personal day-to-day life. So that these energies work globally. Yes, sure. Bombshell revelation of something that is unearthed, a truth comes out, something big. But the same energies apply to you in your personal life. So bombshell revelation could be something extraordinary. Like you suddenly discover that you have everything that it takes, the talent, the intelligence, the passion, the thoughtfulness to bring something forward. It's not that nobody else knew it. You didn't know it. And you have this bombshell revelation that, oh, wait a second, I can do this. It's like that. On the global level, the bombshell revelation that I'm sensing is more like the moment everybody exhales. They're so used to hearing BS all the time that the minute truth is revealed in a bombshell revelation, it's that thing that, waiting to exhale. It's like you exhale because you feel relief that, well, that's the truth. And the same thing can happen in your own personal day-to-day living. So you have a new reflection of yourself. You have a new insight into who you are. It's that relief, that exhale going, it was there all along. I was the only one who doubted it. So that's on the personal level. But on the global level, there is something, and I'm still sensing it. There were like mini truths that came out in September, but nothing like a bombshell revelation. And then this is interesting because they talk about disruptions, right? Feeling like nothing's working, tempers flaring, lack of self-control in with anger. So disruptions is like tiny, tiny little thing, like my dishwasher's closing latch. Just I went to close it and I heard a crick and it broke. And that was a disruption because I wanted to turn on the dishwasher. But I just kind of got the sense that, yeah, this is normal. This is kind of, it could be at the minutia level or at the macro level as well. And it did feel like, oh, nothing's working. It's these kinds of things. It's the little things that just going to feel like nothing's working and tempers are going to flare. I remembered that I had tapped into this energy of disruption. It's like a rupture. Something ruptures, disrupts, and shakes it up. That's what it's about. It's these tempers flaring and this lack of self-control over whatever it is that you're frustrated about. Think of it as a disruption. Don't be too hard on yourself and don't be too hard on others around you, because what is going on big time is that we are all in a post-traumatic stress after the lockdowns, after all of that, the last 4 years that have been very tough. And we've been working hard at just keep going, keep going, keep going. And now what's going on is that we had all hoped, I think a lot of people had hoped that life would go back to normal, and people are realizing life will never go back to normal. Things have changed forever. And, while we are incredibly grateful that life has gone back to normal, the emotional trauma of the last 4 years is coming out now. People are short-tempered. People are frustrated. There's a sense of it's almost like an expression of a burnout only happening now. That's because of this disruption energy, feeling like nothing's working. Everything is working. It's working. Things are great. Things are on course, but it doesn't feel like that because you're noticing, a lot of things around you that just don't feel so good. Don't feel so peaceful, so right. It's a matter of always remembering that it's about love. It's about acceptance. It's about understanding and having compassion for others. There's a saying, therefore, by the grace of God, go I. And that's what it's about. It's about tapping into what it really means. If things are to change, things have to be disrupted. So taking a deep breath in the moment, not holding your breath, right? Like in the first thing, everybody holding their breath, not holding the breath, but taking a deep breath in the moment, in the right now, understanding that right now, all is well. In this moment that you're watching this video, all is well. Right now, all is well. Just focus on that. And tap into your heart where you can find that unconditional love and acceptance of others, having compassion for what they're going through and for yourself, what you're going through too. Have love and compassion for yourself. Change is hard. Change can be chaotic. Think of when you're moving. Think of how messy things are when you start taking everything apart and putting them in boxes, and you look at your house and then you move into your other house or wherever you move into and you go, oh, how am I ever going to put organization into this? That's where we're at. So One step at a time, one moment at a time is really the best way to make it through October. And just kind of don't be shocked if you see people losing their temper. And by all means, stand up for yourself. If someone is not being kind to you, you can kindly and lovingly, you know, put the boundaries on that, saying, no, that's not acceptable. You can't treat me that way. Or find your voice. Find your voice and assert yourself in that moment, not in a reaction, but in a reply. There's a difference. There's a big difference. And if you can't, that's okay too. It's totally okay. Everything is okay. Just find a loving way to treat yourself and see yourself, and then you'll be able to lovingly treat others and see others. Okay, the last thing. So this is the good part. Tiredness turns to calm and peace. This is about giving up fighting against the truth. Part of what's going on is that people are fighting against the truth. It could be a truth about themselves, a truth about their life, a truth about their situation, or a truth about the world. That's part of the change, fighting against seeing the truth. And there's giving up of that fight, because to keep fighting it is just too exhausting. But that's the good part. That tiredness, that surrender, that acceptance does lead to calm and peace. And that's what we all want. We all want to get to that place. And if you can breathe in the now, take a deep breath, feel the relief that right now you're okay, and not hold your breath, creating more tension, you can get to that place of peace and calm through acceptance and surrender. There is a way to greet the truth that is calmer, more peaceful, where you realize that knowing the truth is always empowering, is for your highest good, for our highest good. And it can hurt in the moment, but in the long run, it is extremely empowering. And it can be something also, at the really private level. You can find the truth about yourself. You can see yourself as in a true reflective mirror, who you really are. And from there, you can start building towards the person you really do want to be, and attract the relationships that you really do want, and live in a world that really is your kind of world. Oh boy, we got a lot of stuff in October, a lot of stuff. But think of the beauty of all that you're going through that will take you to a place of calm and peace, so that it can just calm you down in the moment, and you can understand that this is for the highest good of all. We are all changing. The energies are incredibly powerful, movement driven, and new. And sometimes new can be scary, because there's a saying about it's easier to continue to go and live with the things you know, even if those things are painful. So right now we're at the crux and the turning point of where what we know is more painful than the fear of what we don't know. So we will go towards the fear of what we don't know, and realize that there's nothing to be afraid of. You're just going to get calm and peace and empowerment, which is incredible. So hang in there, buckle up, and let's surrender to the beauty of the truth of what's happening. Mwah. Sending lots and lots and lots of love. Bye for now.